Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, some of my YouTubers have been dropping some useful feedback on the videos that they're using, and some of them are indicating that they're trying to open up my videos on a mobile phone, and they're saying that if I can stick to a one page at a time template, that will be more easy for them to view the more detailed writing because it shows up better. So this is a test video based on the last comment that I have received from one of my YouTubers, and so we can do this quick test video on this examination question. It's June 2014, London, LXL, on the 1ML01H syllabus. So I've got my screen turned around physically into the portrait direction. So we've got the longest side going up and the shortest side on the bottom. And we've got the page on full screen. We'll see how this actually comes out on YouTube when we upload it. So here we go. Without any further delay, let's get cracking with some of the maths now. So question number 22 states, simplify this. We have here indices 3x squared y to the power of 4 to the power of 3. One thing we must remember. Let's grab hold of a pen. Okay, what color do we want? Okay, so we can rewrite that as 3x squared y to the power of 4. Okay, now all of this has been raised to the power of 3. So first what we need to put in here is what is the missing powers on the numbers that haven't been given a power. Like 3 is 3 to the power 1. So that didn't have an index originally here, but I've put it in here. Now when you raise any index to another index, we have to multiply them. So let's change color. So we've got our time to the power of 3 here. We're going to now multiply each index by the 3. So in a sense, it's like doing the question 3 times over. Whoops. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so times that by 3 and times that by, okay, 3 as well. Okay, I think my pen selector is a bit too thick. I should use the better. So we are now 3. 1 times by 3 is 3. 2 times by 3 is 6. And 4 times by 3 is 12. Now we can simplify that one step further, because 3 cubed is equal to 27. And x to the 6, that stays as it is. And y to the 12 stays as that is. So the answer here would be 27 x to the power of 6 y to the power of 12. And that's the end of the first question. Okay, let's start our second question. Second question is simplify x squared minus 9 over 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Okay, let's have a look at that. Now, what we need to identify here, first of all, is that this top part here is called the difference of two squares. Because you have x squared minus 9 and 9 is really 3 squared. So that can be factorized nicely. That can be factorized as x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3. That's the special way that we factorize the difference of two squares. So the difference of two squares is like saying a squared minus b squared. And that factorizes in this way, in this nice standard way. So that's the technique I've used on this particular part. I've got this part here now. Now when you look at the bottom part, we have a quadratic equation with the 2 as in the space of the a value. We have ax squared plus bx plus c. Now we need to factorize that. So let's have a look how we would do that. Let's go for the blue now. Okay, let's do the working a bit over here on the side. So we have, so then I can put it back up there and do bit cancel. Okay, well, don't go too much then. So 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. So if you split up into that, now remember when you split up 2x squared, you can only split up in one way because 2 is a prime number. You can only redirect the 2 by multiplying it by 1. Now, we are looking for two numbers that multiply to give you minus 3. Okay, so let's put the numbers that multiply to give you minus 3. So minus 1 times by plus 3 or plus 1 times by minus 3. Remember, 3 is a prime number, so it only have two factors, but we're just putting the signs in the different orientations here. Now we have to now select which one of these bottom factor pairs that we have chosen. Which one is it? This one or is it this one? Will fit here, and in which order. So that's important that we manage to get. So we need to get an overall plus 5x. So we need to have the positiveness, the positive numbers overall more than the negative numbers. So we need a net positive answer. So in a sense, we wouldn't really want to be doing the one with the minus 3 in it, because that's going to generate quite a bit of a negativity. So let's see if we were to choose this one. Now, if we put the plus 3 opposite the 2, that'd be good. Why? Because 2x times by plus 3 is plus 6x. Now, you might be thinking, well, so you're making a mistake, because we need to get plus 5x. But here, the adjustment comes in. The minus 1 goes strategically here. So when you multiply that part out, that will give you the minus x, which will take the 6x back down to 5x. And that is the correct multiplication. And we can do a quick check. For those of you who are skeptics, think, oh no, this is not going to work, you've made a mistake. Let's have a look. 2x times by 2x is 2x squared. 2x times by plus 3 is plus 6x. Okay, wait for it, don't jump. Minus 1 times by x is minus x, and minus 1 times by plus 3 is minus 3. So that gives you 2x squared plus, wait for it, plus 5x. So we've got back to our original value. So it does work. So we can place this now over here. Oops, daisy, getting a bit too excited there with the technology. Whoops, down here. So let's copy back down here. So we have 2x minus 1 is the brackets, x plus 3. Now what we find now, quite nicely, we find that, as part of the plan of the question, that we want x plus 3 here will cancel with x plus 3 here. Because we've got x minus 3 times by this divided by 2x minus 1 times by that. So we've got a product on the top and a product on the bottom. We can cancel the common factors. So that leaves you with a final answer of just x minus 3 on the top. And that leaves you on the bottom as 2x minus 1. And that's the end of this test video. And we are teaching one page at a time using a portrait position rather than landscape of my actual screen and the actual work. So it actually fits, and we maximize the size of the fonts and the text that we have here. And thank you for that. Bit of advice or recommendation by one of the YouTubers to try this method. Let's see what it actually looks like on YouTube, and we can get some comments back. And if that's successful, we can do the rest of our videos in this kind of new format, hopefully. Okay, thank you very much. Shall I see you later? I need to stop this video.